This video demonstrates the setup for a Flavor 1 assignment in Schoology on the teacher side. You'll choose this flavor when you want to add something from Google Drive to a page, assignment, or discussion. An example might be when all students will edit the same document, perhaps a collaborative slide deck, or if you would like students to only have view access to certain artifacts. So to create an assignment, a Flavor 1 assignment in Schoology, you'll begin by clicking the Add Materials button, and then you will select what it is you want to create, if it's an assignment or a discussion. In this case, we're going to go ahead and create an assignment. Once we are on the Create Assignment page, we will go ahead and give it a name. Then we'll come over here to the Insert Content button, select the Insert Content button, and choose Google Drive Resource App. Here we can select an artifact from our Google Drive. So if I select this slide deck, in this case, perhaps I want students to work on this slide deck collaboratively. I will come up here to the Import button, and I can go ahead and choose Import Private Link. This will allow the sharing settings to travel to the assignment, which also means that you're going to want to ensure that the sharing settings inside the slide deck are set to anyone in Fairfax County can edit. So I'll go ahead and select the Import Private Link. And there you can see my document has been hyperlinked. Students will be able to open the link to the document just like any other link, and it may display in Schoology or it may open in a new tab depending on your settings below. Another option, however, in the case that you may only want the students to view the artifact, you can come back up here to Insert Content, Google Drive Resources app. And if I select the slide deck again and come up to Import, I'm going to this time select Import Embed. And this will make the slide deck view only. In this case, even if students have edit access in the document, the embedded item itself will be view only. Students can scroll through the document or the slide deck, but they cannot edit it. The item must be shared as anyone with the link can view before embedding. So now I'm going to go ahead and come down here and complete the rest of my setup. I'm going to enter a due date, and I can change the time if I'd like. I will set the point value accordingly. I'll need to select a category from the drop-down, and you may have different categories than what you see here. You can go ahead and leave your period, grading period alone, and you can leave the factor set to 1. You can adjust the scale rubric drop-down to match your gradebook setup. In this case, I'm going to leave it as numeric. And you can align the assignment to specific learning objectives. So here you can see all of the learning objectives that have been loaded into our system. If I come down to state standards, we'll see Virginia's first. And then you can see of primary interest might be your SOL standards. So you can go forward and select from your subject area if you'd like. Under the options, here at the bottom, you'll see the ability to individually assign this assignment to specific students for differentiation purposes. You can lock the assignment so that students are unable to submit things until a specific date and time. The default is that submissions are enabled. The default is also that the assignment is published to students, but if you wish to unpublish it, you can just click on the green button and it will transition to unpublished. You can see that the default here is that grade statistics are disabled, but you are able to enable those if you'd like. Comments are defaulted as enabled, but you can disable those as well. And then finally on copy to courses, if you select that, you can copy this assignment to any other courses you may teach. Once you've gone and set up your assignment accordingly, you can go ahead and click on Create. So now you can see the Flavor 1 assignment here. If you click inside of it, you can see the view as well. Here's the embedded slide deck that is view only. Here is the link for the slide deck that, as long as I've set the sharing permissions to anyone in Fairfax County, can edit. Students may edit it if it's a collaborative assignment. And then finally, just to note, in order to submit this assignment, students will have a Submit Assignment button over here on the right-hand side. They will click on the Submit Assignment, and in the new window, students can upload a link to an existing file or create an audio-video recording. They can create by entering text directly into the text box that appears, or they can also select an item from Google Drive by clicking on the Resources tab. So that's just a preview of how students will submit it. But you can see the student training that was sent out to the staff to see the student view as well. So that is how you create a Flavor 1 assignment in Schoology.